The Trade Federation have no presence there.
How can you be sure?
It's controlled by the Hutt.
You can't take a royal highness there. The Hutts are gangsters. 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 You can't take a royal highness there. Gangsters. The Hutts are gangsters. 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 You can't take a royal highness there. Gangsters. The Hutts are gangsters.
The Hutts are gangsters. Hello there.
Hello there.
KOTOR here.
I'm the Bendu.
Coming back for another podcast. Babbling with Banthas, episode 4.
Or Bathing Banthas, however you like it. It's an Animal Planet show.
The Gangsters of Gonk.
The Gangsters of Gonk? Dude, could you imagine how amazing a song like that would be? We would have to go back in time and have the Beastie Boys write it.
You could have the beat be made of like gonk,
Oh
gonk,
my
gonk.
Or have Rage Against the
I digress.
Machine. Oh yeah, no.
That'd be
Have
dope.
Rage Against the Machine, dude. Gangsters.
Rage Against the Gonk Droid. That's the band that needs
Oh
to
my
that needs to
God.
happen. Rage Against the Gonk.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the ultimate machine.
They'll tour with that
You know I
punk
had to do it.
band. They'll tour with the punk band from the Star Wars Visions episode.
Oh yes, Tatooine Rhapsody. What was the band
Yep.
called? Star Blazer. Star Waver.
Starblazer? Oh my
Star
God.
Waver. It was Star Waver. Yeah,
That's still, I'm pretty sure that's a Dragon Force title.
definitely.
Hello, you all, Ninja Ghost. Hello, Jake 76.
Welcome back to Grievous Gossip. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. Hello there.
Periodically, we'd all have to cough like Grievous as well. It's just like,
Oh, that's not a problem for me, man. Let me tell you, I quit smoking weeks ago, and I'm
I
still
know.
like,
Well, months,
still
right?
Well, yeah, but I'm still coughing. I'm still coughing.
That's
It feels like it was. It feels like it was days ago. Like it's nuts. It's because I smoked for a really, really long time, though. You know.
I'm so proud of you for quitting.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, I also find it hilarious the moments that the complete opposites of what we're wearing.
Right? Yeah. I mean, like, it
It's
was cold today, man.
It's still winter for you, and it's like winter doesn't exist on Korriban, so
Right.
Well-
Yeah. Which is basically where you live.
rocking the Scarlet Witch tank top though.
Yes.
Fucking dude, 10 days, friends, 10 days till the multiverse.
Oh my God. Yeah. Tickets went on sale today. Actually, I remember I saw that. I don't have
I'm
one yet.
still I always just, give my prayers to the Vishanti and like
As you should.
get my tickets like at the gate.
That's the proper way. That's the proper wizard's way to get your ticket, you know?
Yeah, I let the ether tell me which time of which showing to go to. Of like, all right, is there an 11:30? Is there a 12:15 a.m.? Yeah, no, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it live. Like for
Make it happen.
No Way Home, I was able to catch a 1:15 a.m. showing.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, oh well, fuck my life. I'm not gonna get out of this movie theater till like
That
4
wrecks
a.m.
your next morning for sure.
Yeah.
Like the hell are you gonna do the
But
next
you
day?
know what? It was worth it.
No, absolutely, man. I've definitely caught like late showings of Star Wars before. Same thing. Like, why not? You know,
Yeah, and then obviously
end up going to bed at 4 a.m.
Yeah, and then gonna go see it a second time, taking my mom to see it for Mother's Day. So
Nice.
That's 2 showings right there.
Speaking
But
of
yes.
staying up, like,
So officially, I bought the time slots on Sunday for the photo shoot opportunities with Sir Sam Witwer and Ian McDiarmid.
nice,
So,
very nice.
It was definitely a hit, the savings, but
Yeah, they were expensive.
But like, that's what the Star Wars Celebration Fund has all been about. So,
It's true. This is
yeah,
where the planning
I want the
pays off.
pictures. I want the pictures with Palpatine and Darth Maul. I'm gonna totally ask if we can get video though, because I'm not sure if it's gonna be in like that plexiglass, kind of
Right.
separated wall sort of a thing, or if it'll be somewhat of a ability to be, take a selfie video of like, here we are, Star Wars Celebration with
Generally,
the
in my experience, the actor doesn't care and is like, yeah, sure, I'll take it, like whatever. it's usually like their manager or their handler that stops that from happening. So if
Yeah,
you get a
right.
moment when no one's really looking, you can be like, hey, like, hey Sam, you want to do a quick little like a TikTok or what have you?
Sam Carter, I see you. Yeah, meeting Star Killer, 100%. Yeah, I gotta give him that shout out. I gotta give him
I'm
that
like
shout
excited
out
on your behalf.
of like, dude, thank you for giving me so many hours playing like one of the best Star Wars games that I've ever had. And and then like going from a complete badass of Vader's secret apprentice to being the voice of Darth Maul out of all characters.
And with a little pit stop as the Emperor too. Like he's gotten to really like do it all,
I forget when or where he was the Emperor for.
He was the Emperor.
Was that a video game one too?
He was the Emperor in early Rebels before Ian McDiarmid came in to take over from it in the end.
Oh,
and
he did
also,
okay.
He's also the Emperor in Lego Star Wars and has always been the Lego.
I think that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because like I knew he was Palpatine at some point, but I couldn't pinpoint like what media source it was.
Well, actually, someone else did Lego Palpatine in like the specials because it was a voice that was really similar to Robot Chicken.
Mark Hamill was Robot Chicken Palpatine.
No, I'm not talking about the Robot Chicken. I'm talking about the earlier Lego Palpatine.
Oh, Lego Palpatine.
Because Lego Palpatine was in the Life Day, the holiday special that they did, and in the spooky Halloween one. And those weren't Witwer, but Witwer is in the Lego game as Palpatine. Oh yeah, Battlefront. That's the other time that he was Palpatine, was in Battlefront.
Oh, that's what
Witwer voices Battlefront Palpatine.
Yeah. That's what I was
taking me. Yeah.
Negative on the TikTok shit because I don't have a TikTok and I don't do TikTok. So
I don't have TikTok either, and it's not because I'm lazy or because I'm old, even though I am both of those things. It's because I don't want the Chinese government spying on my shit, basically. Like, and they are the ones that created TikTok. So if you look it up, you'll find that is true. And I just don't really want to get entangled in another social media platform. Having said that, I did create a KOTOR in MySpace today.
Dude, I fucking love MySpace. But yeah, dude, if I could just get a video with Witwer, like saying, some, like at least maybe part of the Sith code in the Maul voice, like just something like, ooh, that would be dope. Juicy.
That would be dope.
Or like, going up to, Sir Ian and being like, hey, can I have just like, can you just say I am the Senate?
If I was going to get one soundbite out of. If you're gonna get one soundbite out of Witwer, it should be the Kenobi scream, really.
I must thank you for being one of the most like grandiose cinematic villains throughout so many
seriously
so many series. Like, thank you for being such an iconic character, and not even a villain that like you hate. He's just like the Emperor is just such like that classic Shakespearean villain sort of a thing of like,
seriously,
oh man, this dude is just nasty. But he's not like one of those villains that like, he's no Ramsay Bolton.
Ian McDiarmid is like, he's a stage actor, and it really comes through with how he portrays Palpatine. He totally does feel like a Shakespearean villain, like a villain of stage, I totally get that. But what I would have, if I was going to get Witwer to like record any little soundbite, I would have him do the Kenobi scream. But I bet he gets asked to do that all the time, and I bet he refuses a lot because it's very vocally expensive,
If anything, I would ask for our picture together to be us pretending that we're doing the Kenobi scream. That's what
There you go.
That's what I want. I want just an angry, screaming picture of myself and Sam Witwer. That's what we nailed.
Ooh, yes.
We nailed the. Yeah, we.
I'd love to know how he reacts if you tell him the Senate will decide his fate.
Tell who? Oh,
Ian.
Dude, you know like
Ian McDiarmid will be like, he'll be like, "Are you ready to take your picture now?" And you can just be like, "Not yet."
Not today. Yeah.
I have. I don't have the sequel books yet, but I have all the other ones on the shelf. Yeah, they're pretty great.
I only read Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back is my favorite.
I like the Attack of the Clones one the best, I think.
I didn't read the prequels. I just read just the first three when they came out. But,
hey, Murdoch, hello there. Welcome.
Hello.
There were a bunch of new images from Kenobi that came out like 2 days ago now.
So many memes from them.
Yeah, man.
A lot of memes right off the bat. It was great.
I don't think anything can get released with the Grand Inquisitor in it without it becoming memes to hell, though. Like, that's just the new. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get handsome Squidward every single time.
Well, yeah, that's fair. But I didn't even see the new Inquisitor stills. I was thinking about the Obi Wan stills, but I'm not gonna describe them until we show them.
I'm not too disturbed by it. I think he looks all right, and I'm not. The eyes should be like glowy, but I can get over the fact that they're not. I don't think that his head needs
You could have
fixing.
just fucking given him contacts. It's not that
These
hard.
new images give you a good shot at him. So first we got Kenobi rocking the blue, which
That's a
is
Bail Organa cosplay.
Bail Organa / Padme cosplay. Because remember when she went on planet in Phantom Menace, same material, same color scheme.
Looks like Shmi.
Like,
yeah.
No, like the fact that he's not wearing beige is actually huge. Like it's a big deal fashion wise for Kenobi. This man has had a look his entire life. And this means we're going to get the story. We're going to get the story of like how he goes from wearing this like very different outfit to like he's basically wearing traditional Jedi robes when we meet him in episode 4. So like something's going to happen in the course of this show. No, he legit is wearing.
That's fair. It's just
Jedi
a longer
robes.
robe.
It's just a longer version, but it's a straight up Jedi tunic. It's what all the Old Republic design was based on. So what's going to happen to him to take him from this like distancing himself, looking just like some random guy, back to like some semblance of like I am proud of the Jedi Order and I wear these robes without fear in my little hermitage, you know? Like
it's fair. The Jedi robes at that point, at that age, could just make him look even more hermit-ish, you know?
And also people wouldn't know what they were.
Everyone's forgotten what the Jedi look like.
Sure. By the time he's wearing that stuff, like no one is really around that's like, oh yeah, I've seen Jedi before. Like
exactly.
That's fair. That's a fair point. So in this next one, yeah, we've got Kenobi on a street scene. I don't know, man. This one feels weird. He feels kind of like photoshopped in there.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I know that it's not a real environment. Like they probably filmed it on the volume. But he doesn't even look like he's.
That's the city that like I really want to know where that is. Like because that can't be Tatooine. Like I know Tatooine's a big ass planet, but like I can't imagine there being that kind of like Neo Tokyo kind of a city on Tatooine.
Right.
Which means we have to leave planet at some point.
I can't really zoom, but I see exactly what you're talking about. Right in the center of the screen. You see him there?
What? You're saying Cad Bane is there?
Cad. Well, there's a silhouetted dude, and he's got like a brimmed hat on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I feel like if you were gonna introduce Cad Bane, yeah, exactly. This is like the weirdest way to announce that Cad Bane's gonna be in your show. Like having him like all the way back there. I don't know. Like this. Why does this feel so weird? It feels like they took a photo of Ewan and photoshopped it in like concept art. It feels like a painting, you know?
Because it looks very Blade Runner. It
looks very Blade Runner.
We've seen in Star Wars before. We've only seen this kind of environment in shit like Blade Runner or fucking Total.
We've seen it a little bit recently. Like Rogue One snuck it in on the Ring of Catherine, that asteroid planet in the very, very beginning, where someone's like straight up cooking tentacle noodles in the street. That's where Andor shoots the guy in the back. Like that was reminiscent. And we've seen it in like low budget or low resolution versions in the past. Like things like Nar Shaddaa from Jedi Outcast, like is supposed to look like this, but you know, it was fucking 2003 graphics. So it looks nothing like this. It was like a really dumbed down version, but this is what they were always going for. So we've always had these environments like present in Star Wars, but we've never had like the technology to show them properly, I think. And I'm fucking stoked that we're finally getting one. But
what planet is Daiyu? What's on that ship?
I don't know Daiyu. Is Daiyu new? Daiyu, right?
Daiyu has to be new.
That's a planet I'm not familiar with. So that must be where they've said it's Daiyu. Okay, so they came out and gave us this planet location name. Because I was gonna say I don't feel like this is a place we've been before. Please give us a live action Nar Shaddaa, man. Like, come on. Yeah, urban environments are totally my jam, especially in science fiction. Okay, and here's the Inquisitor, right? In this shot, it's a lot clearer. You can really see the lines on his forehead more. One of the big complaints, like besides the shape of his head, was that he didn't look Utapawan in the face.
He looks more Utapawan in this picture.
When when we meet Tion Medon in Revenge of the Sith, like if you just like throw the head shape out the window for a minute, he has very deep lines all the way down his face. You know, they look like cuts. And he almost has that going on in the forehead, but the face, the cheeks, it's a little smoother. And that's because this guy has to have more than 5 seconds of screen time and probably has to give more than one facial expression in his entire life. Like, they could make the Utapawans look all kinds of crazy in the face because those prosthetics couldn't. There's not a lot of expression you can do with those old school ones, you know, because they pan to him, he gets like 2 lines, and then we don't see his face again. And that's on purpose because it wouldn't hold up for too long. They had to give him something that holds up for too long. So like I get why they did it. It is like I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, well, we planned out this species back when we had no plans to make someone have monologues or facial expressions, etc. 20 years from now, you know, in a different show. So it's like whatever.
Which is why Rebels went for it, I think.
Yeah, because it's animation. Because animation just does it, man. Like you don't have to be constrained by reality or prosthetics or like movement, and make your Leku can be the right size, and nothing matters.
This dude still could have worn contacts, though.
He could have worn contacts, or even easier, he could have not worn contacts, and they could have just given it a little CGI beep, beep, and then suddenly his eyes glow. You know, like cost what $10,000 a shot, but whatever.
His eyes glow. He just has Sith eyes. He just has normal ass Sith eyes.
I'm totally for it. A different Powan breed, totally for it, man.
Yeah.
Who's to say every Utapawan has to look exactly the same? You know, like
100%.
Star Wars is this weird place where they have like whole planet biomes, like sand planets and forest planets and water planets. Like that's not a thing that happens. So I guess by that logic, you could have an entire planet where every person on there looks the same. You know. Mm-hmm. It's like if humans had no skin tone diversity whatsoever, we all looked the same, you know, like that's not what happens because there's different terrain on the planet and it informs what the people who live there look like. So
I also remember from like the what are those books called? The cross section Star Wars episode books.
I remember those.
700-year thing. Yeah. I remember in like one of the special like episode books or whatever, they were saying that they had like extended life spans. So it totally could be like this could be the Inquisitor, you know, as a younger Utapawan, and then the one that we see in, you know, Revenge of the Sith is probably closer to that 700-year range, where he looks a little more, you know.
That's possible. That's totally possible, actually. Yeah, like it could be an age thing. It could be a racial thing, like within Utapawans. I thought it
was an age thing originally, kind of.
Like, but the problem is he doesn't look a lot like the animated Grand Inquisitor. You know, like I think comparing him to the Revenge of the Sith Utapawans isn't fair because we don't know enough about Utapawans in general. But he is supposed to be the same guy as the Grand Inquisitor, so I get that is valid. It doesn't bother me though. Yeah, Sam, just like you're saying here, I don't care one way or the other. Why not have a different Grand Inquisitor? That could have worked, but like the whole point is that they're trying to give us, you know, things that we know, things that we recognize, and they're trying to bring animated things into the fold. Like that's the objective here. One thing that I do think is really cool is that promo art that we're getting for Kenobi. Like hardcore Revenge of the Sith vibes right here. Look at this.
That is gorgeous. It is very pretty.
It's such a like echo of like the Mustafar battle in the middle there.
Oh yeah, especially with the color choices that they did marketing wise. So like that one was very red, whereas this one's very blue, obviously.
Yeah, and we've even got like the red on one side and the blue on the other, like.
Which is what they did last time.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure they did it on purpose. I'm sure it's like a visual nod to like all the marketing they did in 2005 for Revenge of the, oh man, it was great. And then Star Wars got dark and gritty for a while again, you know, in the Episode 7 and Rogue One era of things.
It was so good. I forget, how did Grand Inquisitor die?
He killed himself, basically. Well, he let go, he was dangling, and he let go of the platform and fell down into the exploding reactor of a Star Destroyer after telling Kanan that there are things worse than death.
That's right.
referring to Vader. He was more scared of Vader than he was of dying, and so he just like fell down. Which is pretty badass, actually. Like, there aren't a lot of villains in Star Wars that go out on their own terms.
Nope.
I love that emoji. That's great.
What is that? No. Oh, it's a Vader. Ha, that's a.
Yeah. It's a little LOL Vader.
That's adorable.
Dayu meaning black jade, which is a common baby girl's name in China. That is there to remind her of her inner strength and uniqueness. We learn about a new female inquisitor on the planet. Huh. That's an interesting. Huh. You could be right. If you are right, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna pay way more attention to the etymology of planet names from now on.
A lot of the trailers focus on that one female inquisitor who's like doing super gargoyle poses on top of the building and like.
Yeah. No, she looks badass.
Seems to be the one who's really focused on hunting Obi Wan at the moment. So.
Yeah, I want to know more about her for sure.
Which she probably could be from that planet if that's the name suggestion.
Or like events will go down on that planet that reveal more about her, you know? Like it could be referring to a plot significance as well. While we're talking about these Kenobi photos though, so this night shot of him walking through here. Okay, cool. So we can zoom. Wanted to get in close and take a look at some of these neon signs up here too. Because you can see that this one right here says Noodles right above his head, the red one there.
Well, I'm guessing it says Noodles.
Well, as someone who can read Orbesh, I'm telling you, it says Noodles. And the giveaway, before I even translated it, was the double O and it ends in an S. And I'm like, okay, yep, confirmed. That definitely says Noodles. It also says Noodles right behind his head in this red one. Man, I wish there was a way that I could edit this picture live, but I can't.
Blue one say?
The big blue one, the purple one on the far right, you mean?
Yeah. So, I don't think that's Orbesh. That's not Orbesh.
It is. It's like a form. It's like a super stylized Orbesh, but you can kind of make it out. So from reading it from the top down, we've got B, R, E, Bre, and then
what's the
F?
1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5.
R, E, S. Fresh. It says fresh. It says something B, R, E, and then fresh is the bottom word. And then up at the top, the red horizontal text in like the top center of the screen there above the noodles is N A something S. That could be an E. Nays. It says Naes. What if Dex is here? That would be amazing.
I feel like that would be very dangerous. I was thinking about that for a second, like if Dex was alive from Attack of the Clones, but like, yeah, it would be tough for him not to give away his position, I think, or it would make Dex a target.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hope that Obi-Wan. I mean, hey, that could be a way that like maybe Obi-Wan doesn't take it that seriously, reaches out, gets Dex killed, and that's why he like goes full hermit mode or something. You know, maybe they kill Dex just to drive the point home.
I dig it.
All right, so this other one right here.
Okay, that's a Kyle Katarn. That's a prediction right now.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that on a prediction. Dexter's ass is grass. The Inquisitor's going to track him down once they find out Kenobi's alive somehow.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, cool. I'm always down for more Dexter Jester, man. I want to translate like at least one or two more of these. So above his head here, this one. Oh man, this little piece of the building is obscuring like the first letter and a half. I don't know.
Free smells.
Yeah, see if anyone can translate this in the chat. It's something ACKS. Something axe is the red text right above his head.
Oh, that's going this way.
No, it's vertical, but it goes noodles and then this text and then Obi's head. Yeah, I'm pointing at everything with the mouse, and then I realize people can't actually see my mouse.
Nope.
Free smells. And then on the over here on the left, this little red circular or oval one on the left, it says MARK something. It's behind that wire. Mark. I bet it says market. Market.
Oh, market. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got market over
Oh,
here,
gee.
noodles, bruh, fresh, something axe, and nays. So it's all real Aurebesh, but it's not all real writing, which I think is very strange that they do that. You know what I mean? I like to translate the Aurebesh that I come across in the Old Republic as well, and it's weird. Sometimes it really says stuff, and sometimes it's absolute gibberish. Like someone just face rolled on a keyboard and was like, "All right, translate that, put it on the art, send it to the art department."
I mean, it could be. At some point, someone probably doesn't want to write it all, you know.
See, yeah, seriously, nothing but noodles and markets. Totally down. We should travel and visit here sometime.
Noodles and markets, all. Yes. Agreed.
Like even the fact that it's noodles, like that alone is very Blade Runner, isn't it? Like,
well, it's very, you know, it's very specific. It just drives more drives home where you are.
just food vendors everywhere. I guess it makes sense though in like a galaxy.
Jar Jar was
everyone's-
like, you know, actually Jar Jar didn't keep his tongue in his mouth. He got in trouble. But like, yeah,
Almost cost himself 7 whippy.
There's plenty of food that he was trying not to eat.
Yeah,
But
no, for sure.
Yeah. Star Wars Hong Kong, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally what it is. And that's always what I felt like Nar Shaddah's kind of vibe was as well. You know, if it was a moon. That's hilarious, and that's totally the same with most Star Wars games.
This milk.
Most Star Wars games, either like if there's Aurebesh, 99% of the time it either says blue milk or like Nerf fur or something like that.
Nerf Fur's a good one. That's fun. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, a lot of the crates in Jedi Fallen Order say Nerf fur on them. I don't know why so many planets need Nerf fur, but the Imperials take it with them
For
everywhere
warmth,
they go.
man.
I guess.
It's probably super thick but super thin all at the same time, you know.
Nice.
Dark
Nice.
side.
I want to rewatch The Family Guys.
Dark sides.
But yeah, man. I think last week's Moon Knight was the most fucking crazy episode yet.
Dude, it was
Ending up in the asylum and everything.
It reminded me of Legion. I didn't finish Legion all the way through, unfortunately, but
I remember Legion. I don't think I finished it either, but I get that vibe.
no, it was too weird. Or it was
It
kind
was
of like,
because it was too weird, right?
oh, you know what it was? It was like, or I got confused. I wasn't because I was weak. Yeah, I couldn't follow it. But it was kind of also like Sucker Punch, which made me sad. But it's like, you know, where they
Sucker
show
Punch. That movie's
fighting
weird.
sequences, and then you find out that like, oh, it's all just the
Mhm.
imagination of this one character. Like none of this shit's happening.
Actually, thinking of it that way, Sucker Punch is a really good analogy because that's exactly what happens the entire time. Yeah, she's like going through all these hallucinations. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on like, I can't tell if they expect the audience to be confused about which one is real or not. It's pretty clear to me that
100%.
Ethan Hawke just like did something to his mind and now he thinks he's in the asylum, but that's the illusion.
You just shoot him twice in the fucking the heart and the chest. So
Right,
I
but
think
that
the
usually kills a
hospital-
person, doesn't get them put in an asylum.
No, I think he's in like a coma. I think that
Makes more sense.
I think
That makes more sense.
the hippo fraternity god, like fraternity god has to be. I think like she's in charge of whatever mental or like soul. Like, oh, your soul is in this hospital thing right now.
maybe she's not Hades herself, but more of a Karen figure, like the ferryman that takes you into Erebus and back across the river Styx, like kind of the intermediary. If souls don't want to be there, that's the person they have to deal with, kind of thing.
Yeah.
One thing I'm loving about the show though is Oscar Isaac is giving us some amazing screams. Like,
And the fact that he's able to differentiate between the two characters so well, like
they're such different people, and that's really cool too. Yeah, no, it's pretty great.
Sea of Breeze waiting room in.
He's already been resurrected once. Why not just bring him back again? That's true.
Well, I
Actually-
mean, Khonshu is still locked up in stone right now too. So like, there's a
That's
lot.
true.
There's a lot that can potentially happen tonight at midnight. Like this could be the episode where we see the trailer where Ethan Hawke brings the scepter down and the purple lightning comes out of the
Oh,
pyramid.
that's right. Shit goes down.
Shit goes down, and then there's only one episode after that.
Okay. I was about to ask you, how many episodes total is there supposed to be?
6.
Okay, so we
This
just
is
watched
number
episode
5.
4. But 5's coming out. Okay, so this is the penultimate episode.
Yep.
Which in
And
Game
then-
of Thrones language was always that was always when the big battle happened. It was the second to last episode of the season.
Yup.
I always make a mental plan to do it and then fall asleep at about 10:30 and watch it the next day around noon. It's happened every week without fail. But who knows? Maybe tonight will be different and I'll actually stay up to midnight to watch it.
But I also have laundry that I have to fold and put away. So there's things that need to be done between hands.
Wait, which dude from Hannibal Rising? I watched Hannibal Rising. Homeboy from Hannibal Rising is in Moon Knight. Who is he? I don't remember him. Are you talking about the guy who played young Hannibal?
I don't know. I don't understand that statement.
The big one. Okay. Or as Oscar Isaac would say, a biggin in it.
Who's in it? I can't do that because anytime I try it sounds more Scottish than English.
Yeah, I think yeah. No, it was pretty hilarious that it started with the very first trailer for Moon Knight, we got the English accent without any context, and everyone's like, "Wait, what? What's going on? Oscar Isaac's doing what?"
Oh yeah.
And it made it make a bit more sense once we realized that there's a split personality thing, but that was a pretty funny shock from the first trailer. Glad you could make it and got here right on time.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Celebration's going to be great. Again, because expecting to meet a lot of you there. So we appreciate you
Absolutely.
guys.
Celebration's going to be such a fucking good time.
Yeah.
You know what? I am enjoying the Halo show. Have you seen the Halo show at all?
No.
You got Paramount Plus, right?
I think my mom does because she watches Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's worth checking it out. I would say that it's like high budget CW level acting. That's
CW level acting.
That's my shortest review. Now it's some good stupid sci-fi, and it's very refreshing for me to be able to watch something that's high budget and not give a shit about the lore and whether or not they're getting it right. Because I haven't played all the Halo games and I don't know all the details. But with Star Wars, I care about the lore, and I take it personally if something is wrong or inaccurate, and and that gets in the way of me enjoying stuff. I have no such qualms about them doing whatever the hell they want with the Halo story because I don't know that story. So I'm able to sit there and be entertained and watch these really cool ships and armor and it's that part is fun, and I'm having a good time just being a casual, I guess.
Yeah,
but I think
casually rewatching the Netflix Marvel shows now that they put them on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, I need to do that. I haven't seen them all yet. I take it back. The acting is not the problem; it's the writing. CW level writing, and actors selling it as hard as they can, but it's just except Bokeem Woodbine, he's phoning it the fuck in, man. But yeah, no, the Netflix Marvels, they're all on Disney Plus now. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting Jessica Jones to be really noir / because she's a private eye, right?
Right.
But they make the feeling of the show very PI. It's not just something that her character is, and it's a Marvel show.
Jessica Jones, she's the chick from Breaking Bad, right? That actress.
Right now, I'm watching Luke Cage, and Luke Cage is very.
I loved Luke Cage. I did see Luke Cage. It was dope.
Dynamite sort of shit, and it's
I watched Luke Cage. That's the one show that I did watch and Agent Carter. I've seen Luke Cage and I've seen Agent Carter, and they were both really
Agent
good.
Carter was on TV. That was an ABC show.
Right, but that's a Marvel show, right?
But it wasn't the Netflix show, though.
Well, no, I don't make any distinctions about that because I never watched any of this stuff when it was coming out. So I see a show with Marvel characters in it. It's a Marvel show to me, Yeah, and it's canon. It's canon too, right?
What?
Is it canon? The Agent Carter show?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, then I just consider it a Marvel show, even if Marvel didn't make it, kind of thing. But I saw that one, and then Luke Cage, I guess, is the only like actual Marvel show that I've seen. If Agent Carter doesn't count, and Luke Cage was
the other way around. Agent Carter does count. The Netflix shows Disney wasn't sure about, and then they bought them, and then they put them on Disney Plus, and now they're saying that they are canon. But Netflix shows, there's a lot more sex, there's a lot more violence, fucking there's blood everywhere.
Oh right, I watched both seasons of The Punisher and then totally forgot about it. Yes, I've seen The Punisher too.
Yeah, so it's just like completely
weird. Yeah,
but they all have themes to it. Yeah.
I'm glad that every time Star Wars puts out a show, they have like complete confidence about whether or not it's canon all the time, or they don't bother, kind of thing,
Yeah, like they are very specific of like Visions is just Visions.
Is the weirdness around Agent Carter? Is that kind of like the weirdness surrounding, say, like the Tartakovsky Clone Wars? That it's depicting a canon event, but it's like it's no longer canon because then the Clone Wars came out and replaced it, kind of deal.
I think you're confusing it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is not canon, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's questionable. Carter's totally.
It's in this question mark zone.
Yeah.
Because Coulson's there.
Because they reference Agent Carter shit in Endgame.
Right, and Daredevil is in the new No Way Home, right?
So it kind of canonizes the Daredevil Netflix show.
That's why it was a big deal that it showed up. Okay, because it was canonizing him. I get it. Yeah, see, I'm so in the dark when it comes to Marvel. I don't like. I've seen most of the shows. I mean, seen most of the movies, but that's like I said, I watched both seasons of The Punisher and then totally forgot that I watched it.
Marvel is my territory.
Yeah, you're the Marvel head. I'm the Star Wars head, but you're a Star Wars head too. So you just have me at a disadvantage, basically. I don't know. When it comes to Lord of the Rings, I'm no lightweight though.
Yeah, no, we're definitely on board for Lord of the Rings, and you know more Star Trek than I do.
Yes, and I don't know a lot of Star Trek. I know a little bit. What else? You've got D&D. You've got the D&D knowledge for days.
No, only for like from the player's handbook and Tasha's Cauldron.
Well, right, but you could DM a session out of the box.
I could, yes.
Yeah. And that's a skill set. I couldn't necessarily do it cold,
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hello, Honor. Hello, everyone again who's like just showing up.
Semi-canon, kind of like how Star Wars: The Old Republic MMO is semi-canon, right?
What?
How how Knights of the Old Republic is like, it's semi-canon in that like it won't be acknowledged as canon, but there's like Sith Trooper legions in Episode 9 named after Revan, so it's like
that's fair, I guess, kind of. But again, like
big old question mark
has to be canon because they reference that shit in Endgame when they go back in time.
Right. Well, that's how things are canonized is through reference in another thing.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm saying that like Agent Carter is similar to the MMO Star Wars Old Republic in that like occasionally you'll get like Mando went to fucking Tython with Grogu, Does that canonize the whole story? No, but it canonizes that little piece of it. So it's like Yeah. So there's the common ground. Now I can understand exactly what it is.
Yeah. Speaking of KOTOR, I'm playing through it for the 100th fucking time.
Hell yeah.
But I'm choosing to do something different instead of the scout builder. I'm trying scratch that, reverse it. Instead of the scoundrel, I'm trying the scout, and I'm switching up my normal pals that come with me. So like normally I rock Juhani and Bastila or Jolie Bindo. That way, I have two Jedis with healing to just keep me alive the whole fucking time.
Is your Jolie Bindo naked, or is that just my glitch?
That's just your glitch. Or your choice of just not putting clothes on.
He never, dude. I tried so many times when I was doing my playthrough. Like that man hates pants.
That's fair. But like I really want to focus on fucking Canderous. I really want to have
is dope.
A Mandalorian on my right side.
He's basically
my
fucking Colonel Guile in Star Wars.
Exactly.
Like,
So I want to try Juhani and Canderous, or like Juhani and HK-47. So I'm trying to increase my repair skills so that I can help the droids more, you know, because like
I dig it.
HK's what's the word? His
just have a million computer parts and repair parts in your inventory. You know,
HK-47's script is just like so fucking hilarious, and how he calls all living people like organic meat bags.
Meat bags.
Like,
Yep.
HK
HK was the highlight of the game for sure.
Yeah. So I want to try to utilize the companion characters that I don't immediately jump on. Like, I'm not going to use Karth at all. I'm not going to use Bastila at all. I'm not going to use Jolie at all, because I also fucking hate his Law and Order fucking mini mission that he does of like, oh, Jolie, your friend got arrested on Manon and we need your help on, like, you know, getting him out of fucking jail. It's like, I fucking hate that mission. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah,
So,
Manon.
yeah.
Man, I went to Manon excited for a cool water exploration adventure, and
That's
I
what
felt like I was stuck in a fucking corporate like hotel lobby.
Well, for the whole top planet,
for the whole top side thing, they're like, oh yeah, no, you can't go there. You gotta go this way. Go step over there. We just clean the floors. You know, we'll arrest you and throw you in jail if you breathe too loud. Like,
yeah, and then
man,
that's canon. They'll throw you in jail if you breathe too hard.
So,
but the
you're doing
giant
KOTOR.
fucking shark, creepy ass, fucking
That
scary
part was
ass
dope.
shark underwater.
Did you kill the shark?
I did my first couple playthroughs as a teenager. I did kill the shark
And then the
I could
KOTOR
not
price
figure
went up?
out- Okay, well, here's the thing. I killed the shark because I couldn't figure out the pressure gauges, but I got older, learned how to use Google. Now I don't kill the shark anymore.
And armed with a search engine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I killed the fuck out of that shark. I was like, I could probably figure out this gauge thing, but I couldn't be bothered. I'm just gonna kill the shark.
Yeah.
The thing is, I didn't go with a light or dark side. I don't know. I didn't try to go super light side or super dark side. I just like made whatever choice I feel like I would have made in that moment, and it ended up being a lot of dark side.
Okay, but like, here's the other thing that's so cool about that though, is there's so many different items, or like weapons, or like Jedi robes. Like, there's so many different special items that you can only use if you're dark side aligned.
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
can only wear or use like if you're light side aligned. So like, yeah, it's totally fun getting.
I got the sick ass dark Revan robes at the end. I was really happy to get them because I was dark enough. I was dark enough. I started concentrating on it at the end.
I named my character Khonshu. So
nice.
So nice. I have to try to be like semi light side aligned so that I can get the Jedi Revan robes out of the Starforge instead of the dark Revan robes out of the Starforge. You know.
I dig it.
But yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I want to try to keep Canderous on my side, and I want to try to give him the sniper rifle skill. Yeah, I want to play with the allies in ways that I hadn't played with them.
Sure. I mean, that's the cool thing about like that's what you do when you revisit it, when you've played it a million times. Like, you got to find like, how do I come at this thing sideways, or like in a new. You got to challenge yourself to keep it fresh, and it's cool that like decades later, you're still finding new things to do in KOTOR. Like that's pretty badass. That's a testament to the game. You're playing KOTOR right now. Today, I just finished the stories of Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. I finished episode 9 today. It was dope. Had a lot of fun. Haven't finished it like in terms of like I need more mini kits. I got to find more Kyber bricks. There's like so many things to do in free mode.
Yeah,
but I finished
more playable characters, right?
Oh yeah, a ton more. And I will be doing random like sporadic streams of Lego in the future. But I'm not going to be playing it like I've been hitting it hard. I was doing like a level a day live on Twitch. Those are all going to get turned into highlights and they're going to go up on YouTube. But it's almost time. The next game I play live on Twitch will be KOTOR 2.
Yes.
For the first time.
Darth
haven't played
Vader,
KOTOR 2.
bro.
I've heard a lot of things.
Yeah.
I've heard that it's, first of all, unfinished.
It's very unfinished.
I heard it's unfinished.
BioWare was rushed to finish the game by the producers, so it wasn't even BioWare's fault.
Yeah.
Also, Grogu looks fucking adorable behind you. I missed that little doll.
No, yeah. Let me.
You gotta bring him to Celebration.
Yes, he's coming. He's coming with me. I thought about ordering him. So my Star Wars Celebration T-shirt arrived today because I ordered a shirt when I bought tickets. I should have bought an infant size shirt and put it on him too. You know, like a newborn size. He'd actually fit it, I think.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Say hi, Grogu. He's a good boy. But yeah, I'm super stoked. The shirt arrived, and now it feels real. You know, like.
Dude, I don't even know how I'm gonna. So what's also crazy? I didn't realize that there's only 30 days in March. So like April 1st.
Short ass month.
Yeah, April 1st is literally next week, right?
You mean May 1st? And yes, it is.
May 1st, thank you. And that's when they start mailing out badges. Can you
okay.
Okay. I'm gonna be taking a fucking picture, and when that shit gets in the mail, man, can you imagine?
So next month is when tickets and badges are the same thing, yeah?
Yes. So don't lose your badge.
Gotcha.
That shit is your ticket. That's why.
Okay. I found the dopest fucking shoes for Celebration. By the way,
I saw it. Yeah.
I'm torn between whether or not I should keep them a secret or and just show up wearing them at Celebration.
Show them in a different podcast.
Okay. I'll keep them under wraps. I won't show them right now then.
Because
I'll just say that they're fucking fire. Yeah, you've already seen them, right?
1, 2.
Did I send you a picture of them, Bendu?
There's potentially 4 more podcasts before Celebration.
Yes. And I've made sure that I don't have anything else going on Tuesdays. Like work got in the way that one week. I'm trying really hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. So 4 more podcasts leading up to Celebration.
Celebration's in 4 weeks.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not ready at all, man. Are you ready to meet Witwer and McDiarmid in 4 weeks?
Bro, that's on Sunday. We still have like all of Friday to do shit.
Yeah, we got to get through everything
Saturday
first.
To do shit.
Bro, we got 2 episodes of Kenobi that are going to happen before then.
2 episodes of Kenobi happen when we're there.
That's what I'm saying. So before you even get to meet Witwer, before you even get to worry about that, we got to get through 2 full episodes of Kenobi. We got to react to that shit. Yes. Get that shit edited. Post it.
Cover on Saturday, bro.
Do a podcast live from the con floor while we're waiting in line to meet people. Take pictures and meet so many cosplayers and content creators and everyone we've been networking with on Twitter and
yeah, bro.
Oh, there's so much to do. So much to do.
Everyone in the chats and everyone watching this when this video gets posted later, leave in the comments section what your Saturday plans are or evening plans in general.
Yeah,
most likely when we'd be doing a lot of our meet and greets after Star Wars Celebration. So especially Saturday. Saturday is we're trying to.
Oh shit! There are Saturday badges available again. You should try and grab one if you still are able to, or at least look it up and see if you can. Because
yeah, I need to look that up.
At least look it up because that would be a fucking game changer if you were there the whole time with me.
Text me the link again. But what I was going to say is fuck.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Saturday nights. We didn't get tickets to Mosh.
That's what I was about to say. We talked about last week that we were going to do it. We can't do it.
We are totally open to other places and things to hang out. Cheesecake Factory is expensive as fuck. And
yeah, I'd rather go to a bar.
Familiar with Anaheim. I'm definitely familiar with places that we can go and do in Anaheim.
Okay, good, because I'm not at all.
I got you, and I'll be driving. But we'll be Ubering that shit. So it's all good.
Next episode is coming out by the end of this week. It's kind of fallen behind because I've had so many things to do, but I am editing it and it's almost done. I'm working away at slapping sound effects on. Should be done soon. There's a couple clips up on my Twitter that I've been posting as I've been editing it. But yeah, the next full episode should drop next week. And there's only maybe half a dozen sessions left in the campaign. Sessions were like 2 to 3 hours though, and that's a couple episodes a piece. So that's many more episodes left. But I'm actually close to the end of it. And then season 2 of Iceball can start, and that's going to be totally different. It's not even going to look like it used to. First of all, it's going to be live, so it'll be happening weekly, and we'll just be able to go until we're done with each session. It's going to be great.
So,
Connie, I did get your meetup list. Thank you.
What? Oh yeah.
Connie
So,
sent me a meetup list on Twitter of alternate things that we can do instead of Mos Eisley, and good locations that we can hold our meetup for, like, during the con.
oh, did you get? Did you send that to Katarn on Twitter?
Yeah. So we have we have that information, and thank you.
Thank you, Connie.
What's up?
So I'm on the Star Wars Celebration website.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Saturday tickets for adults are still sold out. Saturday tickets for kids.
Okay. We can work with that, though. We can work with that. Get yourself a backpack and a little hoodie.
That's fair. Bro,
No,
kids
dude.
tickets are $35 and adults are $70.
Order the
Goddamn,
fucking badge.
35.
We'll stick it on Grogu, and we'll be like, "This is my infant child. How dare you?" And just like rush on in.
Have you not seen Benjamin Button, you ignorant ass?
You can't ask me how old I am, right? That's a HIPAA violation. I am 9 years old and I have Andy Milonakis disease. How dare you?
Where do you get those tattoos from, son? Or where do you get those tattoos from, ma'am?
I got them in juvie. It's none of your business. Let me in.
Yeah,
Why do you have a beard, sir? It's a hormone disorder. Stop asking me these questions.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna have to go in and walk in on your knees and be like, I'm 15. I'll be 16 next summer. Get one of those little. Just go in with one of those little baseball caps with like the propeller on top.
Oh, gotcha. And just like pretend to be a kid. Oh my god.
Yeah, just pretend to be a child.
Oh my god.
I could pass for a child.
Fucking hilarious.
I could totally pass for a child. Be like, "Hello, fellow children." Wait, why did I do a deeper voice? That's not. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Yeah. Oh man. But yes, it's gonna be a splendid ass weekend, man.
It's gonna be so good. I'm really looking forward to it. Not just because Star Wars Celebration is something that I've like been daydreaming about going to for years, and like it's slowly transforming from a daydream feeling into like, holy shit, in 4 weeks this is actually happening.
4
feeling.
weeks, bro.
Like it's becoming real, and that scares me a little bit, but I'm still super excited.
Do you have plane tickets even?
Oh yeah, I got my plane tickets. I got the lodging all set up because I'm chilling with Dave. Everything is established in terms of traveling there. Haven't rented the car yet. Still got to rent the car. The only thing that's not established is like the actual itinerary for who we're gonna meet, what we're gonna do in the evenings on the days that Kenobi isn't coming out. Like, I want to meet up with people. I want to know where the party's at. You know.
Oh, that's right, because Kenobi's coming out on Friday?
Friday, yeah. Which will be my first day of the con. Because I'm arriving Thursday evening.
Well, I mean, that would be my first day of the con, too.
Right.
So it would be at Friday night. So.
I'm flying into Anaheim Thursday evening. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be there. And then Monday, I'm just going to be hanging out in Anaheim. And then I'll be out of there on, like, Tuesday.
Oh, interesting. Well,
That's the plan.
I'll
That's the
hang
plan.
out.
It's just a question of
Depending
getting
on
invited
how late,
somewhere.
depending on what time you're leaving on Monday, because like it takes me 5.5 hours to drive from Phoenix.
Yeah, geez,
to
man.
Anaheim.
You're a trooper for driving that far. Like,
Bro, it's gonna be so many. Like from where Arizona is to California, it's a cheaper endeavor for me to just pay for gas than it is for me to buy a plane ticket and a rental car.
yeah. I did the math on that. For me, it's just so much easier to fly. But like
completely
from the amount of distance that you're going, though, it does make sense. And honestly, like, yeah, the drive isn't so bad. Just like Connie said, like, I actually really enjoy driving long distances, like, because I find being in my car when I'm alone in the car to be very relaxing. You know, if you've got a bunch of people in the car with you, it can get old real fast. But if it's just you and your Spotify playlist and the open fucking road, like,
that's true.
That's really nice. It's like a really relaxing, therapeutic thing for me, actually. Like, I really like doing that.
However, Bendu. I mean, I'm gonna be in my New Republic Jedi robes, so there could potentially.
I would 100% wear a full head to toe cosplay if I had one.
Bro, second sister is so gorgeous.
If there's some eccentric millionaire out there, or a person with a 3D printer who wants to see me wear a stupid outfit, just like send me something, make me something, and send it to me. I promise I'll wear it. That is a standing offer to anybody that sends me a cosplay. I'll wear it at least once. I'm gonna regret saying that, aren't I?
No, but like the Inquisitor, it's more than just 3D printing because like there's the cape involved. There's the whole like.
Sure, I can
Imperial-
easily put fabrics
Imperial
together. It's the hard
speeder.
parts, like it's the hard plastic and the molded parts that I need assistance with. But like honestly, I've been wanting for years to have a really cool Kyle Katarn cosplay, like with a legit leather embossed shoulder pad and like the proper tunic and like.
Did you Ghost Dragon? I see that comment of the female KOTOR Inquisitor. That would be badass. Also, a great way because we haven't really seen KOTORs in other forms of media aside from video games. So that would be kind of cool to see more live action or not live action.
Totally, that would be badass. That would be
to see
badass.
more KOTOR characters.
I would love a live action
Inquisitor.
KOTOR.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be
that's
dope.
how I'm going to be building. What's her name in KOTOR?
Murder Paws.
Oh my god, could you
That's what I'm
imagine?
going to do in SWTOR is I'm going to make a KOTOR character named Murder Paws eventually.
Not Jolie, not Bastila. Who's the other fucking Jedi? That you have
Juhani.
the one that you have to save from the dark side on Dante.
Juhani, right?
Jahani, thank you.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Juhani.
I was like totally brain farting on her name, but yeah.
That's a really good idea, Woodsy. As you're getting closer to Anaheim, Bendu, just like get fucking hyped every time that like number of miles on the highway signs to it like get smaller and smaller, you know? Like
Oh yeah. I have my external battery, already purchased and charged.
good.
So, like,
Yes, I need to get some more tech.
because this is gonna be
laptop
tough.
for
This is
this.
gonna be tough for me, and I'm gonna need your help a little bit because I'm gonna be driving, right? So
Right.
I'm gonna be leaving Arizona at like 4 a.m. Thursday and getting into Anaheim at like 6 a.m.
Damn.
and then maybe napping for an hour. Well, I'm not gonna be able to nap. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm gonna be awake from Thursday 4 a.m. up until Friday night when we're watching Kenobi, and then
We're gonna do so much stuff. One thing we're not gonna do much is sleep the whole weekend, because that Friday reaction is gonna kick our ass, and we're probably gonna be up. At least one of us is gonna be up all the way until it finishes getting transferred to Nerd Chronic, who doesn't live that far away from Anaheim, and he's such a fucking trooper. He even said that like I might go home and do some editing after the con and then come back the next day. Which, first of all, what a legend to do that. But either way, I'm thinking I might just like record it all natively, stick it on a flash drive, and just like Rogue One it, like run down the hallway and give him a data card to take back to his house to actually like edit the thing instead of having to rely on whatever hotel internet we got to send it to him.
Using, and we'll see if there's a way that we can at least record and send the raw footage. And then
Yeah, that's another option too.
We'll
Just have him compile the raw, which usually I edit the intro and outro myself, and he just does the reaction. But like,
we'll just have to give him a little extra. We'll just have to. Give him
Just grease the wheels, give Republic credits. 3D printed a shell for the portable charger. That's such a brilliant idea. Why do we not have charging Gonk merch? It's so brilliant and it's so obvious, Why can't you get a little Gonk droid and stick it in the cup holder of your car and it charges your phone and like all your stuff?
Oh, you mean a Gonk shell to go around the portable battery?
Yeah, or just like a little Gonk droid with a bunch of USB outs in the back, or USB ins, and you can just like plug your phone in, plug your camera in, plug your laptop, and yeah, it's a chargeable, it's like a power source of its own, because that's what Gonks are, So like that is something that just needs to happen. That just needs to happen already.
I mean, Gonks are portable batteries by nature, so to make one look like
I would
Gonk, that'd be great.
like if it had fancy accoutrements like a hidden personal shield emitter, that would be so cool. But honestly, I would be going for the most like rudimentary, like it would be all about the appearance, the aesthetic, and functionality would be less important than being comfortable to me.
Which would be really super simple but very structurally specific.
I've seen a lot of cosplays that are functional and have fancy gadgets and moving parts, and they're really cool, and all of them are uncomfortable as fuck to wear. So for me, I prioritize my comfort above being able to like do tricks. I feel like if I could pull off looking cool and being able to sit down and eat a sandwich without like throwing out my back. Like one year for Halloween, I went as Pyramid Head, and I was on stilts, and I was shirtless, and I had a massive helmet, and it was a big mistake because I couldn't do shit, man. Like, if I had to move quickly, I'm dying in whatever emergency that is. Like, I could not. Like, you remember the Pyramid Head costume?
I saw pictures. That was that was.
Yeah, my brother made it. He made the stilts himself.
Was that high school for you? Because that might have been before we.
That was college. That was in college.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was in college. Before. Yeah, there's photos of me as Pyramid Head.
Oh no, that was when I was in California.
Yeah, that's right. You'd moved at that point. Like honestly, yeah, do it. Like it's such an obvious idea. Like everyone should have a gonk in their house charging their stuff.
Could you imagine how non-threatening and non-scary a gonk is compared to other like protocol droids that are humanoid looking, man? Like you would never turn the corner and be like, startled by a gonk droid.
Oh my god, it's a trash can with legs. Yeah, you'd probably just like throw your trash away in the gonk and keep moving. Like.
Yeah. Or if anything, the gonk would be like one of those fainting goats and it would just like fall over.
Nice. Like straight up Hannibal Lecter, just wear a cardboard box and cut a little slit out right there. Like, and just do face paint, but only for this rectangle of your eyes, because the rest.
But then, if someone accidentally knocks you over, then you're straight.
That would be dope. I know, but like, yeah, exactly. So it's like instant comedy. It's a win-win.
I place my Darth Maul card face down.
It cannot move. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you guys for your Galaxy of Adventures. Yeah, dude, that shit was fun. And there
Galaxy of Adventures. I'm enjoying it more and more with every episode of Avatar I watch. Like Zuko's voice.
I love creepy Dooku. Anytime they make Dooku look creepy and like embrace his Dracula-ness.
Yeah, thank you. Dracula-ness. Dooku is a creepy space vampire. He doesn't have to suck blood, literally, to have the style, you know? Like, he's a fucking count, all right?
Like his cartoon Todorovsky Clone Wars Dooku was fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh my god, the way he just straight up could fly.
Yeah. But
a bold claim.
There were certain parts of Filoni's Dooku where he was just like all nose and forehead, you know? Like there's certain things, like his personality was there, but it was almost to like a comedy of sort. It was like, it was his comedic self.
He was used, like, I don't think it was intentionally comic relief, but it got to the point where he lost every big battle and was always like, all right, we must retreat. And it got funny after a while, you know? Copy and Corban,
cool
that's dope. Is Hamilton the OG? Is that the OG ice cream maker that Wilro Hood actually had? Because if so, that's pretty dope. I'm sure they don't make them anymore, you know? A Cam Toto full of libations. Two lightsabers. Nice.
Yes.
That would be dope. They brought back young Mark Hamill. Why not do a young Christopher Lee and show it be like Dooku as one of the Lost 20 before he became Tyrannus, you know? If Anakin can die and then revert back to his Hayden Christensen time, because that's the moment that he died is when he fell and became Darth Vader, then the same would be true of Dooku. If Dooku was a Force ghost, he'd be whatever age he was when he became Tyrannus. So,
or if anything, it would be a flashback of like, you know, when he first met Qui-Gon, and then therefore, you know, Dooku still would have been Qui-Gon's master at that point. So
true.
So Obi-Wan totally could have met and totally hung out with, you know, Jedi Dooku.
Yeah, I mean, it totally could have happened, and I want to see it happen. You know, we have the technology to do it now. I would love to do that. That would be great. I would like to see the baby.
I'm sure that character doesn't get cosplayed enough either.
Yeah, all you need is like a fur coat and some bling, and you're good. Like
an Imperial
bling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am extremely medium hyped because it's Darth Vader, part of Crimson Reign and Crimson Reign #4 as well. He's fighting the Knights of Ren.
So,
Where
but
are
this
the
is
stakes?
this is obviously way before Kylo Ren, though. So
because
they're
it's
like,
Vader. Yeah, because Vader's still alive.
so they're insinuating that the Knights of Ren have now been this organization.
The Knights of Ren have been recruited by Kira to work for Crimson Dawn. It took place during the War of the Bounty Hunters. This story is between 5 and 6. So Darth Vader's going to fight the Knights of Ren while Han is frozen in carbonite still. He's only just arrived at Jabba's palace, basically. But I am hyped for it, but at the same time, I'm also a little underwhelmed because a fight taking place between two sets of characters, all of whom survive into other media, no one's going to die, and we know no one's going to die. So the only real question is, like, how's it going to go?
Oh, dude, no. People could totally die. Who's to say that the Knights of Ren don't just inherit new kids and train them to be new?
It's totally. I mean, you might be right. This could be like but the thing is, like, their armor is the same as how they were depicted in The Force Awakens. So, like, they've kind of put themselves into a box that these are those same knights. Unless you're right, they all get slaughtered and new people just wear the same clothes, and it's like a Dread Pirate Roberts situation.
Exactly.
That's possible. That's totally possible.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple knights that we don't see on other things. Yes. Which means those are the knights. Those are the knights that are going to die. Those are the red shirts. Yeah, Bendu, Coffee on Korriban is the host of another awesome Star Wars podcast. I've been on as a guest.
Oh shit! Hello.
Yes, he's a good guy to know. Has an excellent mustache, by the way.
I can tell. Purely by your icon, so it's an assumption.
I don't know that the Knights of Ren even are Vader fanboys. Like, honestly,
No.
I think that was Kylo's whole deal.
Yep.
And like, because Ren didn't care. Ren was all about like getting his own and using the dark side to just like strong arm people and like, you know, just personal gain was his whole deal. And the Knights just sort of followed that. And then Kylo Ren takes over and he's like, I'm all about Vader. And then suddenly they do things to like service that. But I think they're just followers, man. I think they just follow whatever their leader is into. And I don't think Ren cared about Vader at all.
You probably just have to kill the prior leader to become the new leader.
Yeah, right. Totally.
But I mean, this will give backstory to all that shit. So, just
Ooh, the final Moon Knight's coming out on May 4th. Nice. Ooh, that means May 4th is a Wednesday. That means we're going to get a Star Wars comics drop on May 4th and probably some kind of a teaser for an upcoming Disney property. That's my hope. That's my hope.
That's
May 4th, we better get like a full-blown Kenobi series trailer by then, right? Because we've had 2 teasers. We haven't had an official trailer yet.
Because it's happening at the very end of the month. So
right,
this
exactly.
would be their
We're
opportunity
going to want to hype it.
on that. Yeah.
You heard that Ewan McGregor's going to be at Celebration?
Yeah, his meet and greets are like sold out fucking quick.
Not only are they sold out, they were fucking $300.
Yeah, fucking insane.
That's so much money.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't even want to meet him. I just want a picture, man. You can't disappoint a picture. If I never meet Ewan McGregor, I will never disappoint Ewan McGregor. So I come out on top, you know? That's my plan. Like, I'm nervous meeting people from Star Wars. And I've met a handful. The most recent one that I met was Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway? I caught a live Whose Line show in Seattle. And I got to meet him after the show. But he was the pod racer announcer, the English-speaking head.
Yeah, it'll be curious knowing that like the last episode of Moon Knight and Multiverse of Madness happened very close to each other. So I'm curious to see if the last episode of Moon Knight will reference anything to Multiverse or vice versa. So yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this will all play out.
Yeah, man, it could go many different ways. Like, so far it's been a very insulated story and hasn't reached any other kind of Marvel stuff, you know? It's been telling its own story. And if it doesn't, then it definitely will in season 2 kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Moon Knight is unique enough
like
that if they want to spend the
Blade
entire
still
season on just him, that's fine.
Black Knight still has to do stuff after his shit in Eternals.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Jon fucking Snow. I am actually really excited for Black Knight. I am like
Snow, man.
Eternals. I liked Eternals, but I wasn't like blown away by it. I was at like
no, it was a lot of just introducing a wider universe.
By the end of the film, I was at like
it was
65, 70% energy.
That
And then
movie
as
was
soon as the
totally
Black
about
Knight
the-
tease happened, I was at like 112%. Like it immediately revved me into overdrive. I was like, okay, fucking, let's go. Like medieval knight Marvel character, I'm all about it.
Mhm.
But yeah, the rest of Eternals was
First
fun.
Excalibur shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm Arthurian legends. Give it to me. I love it. Yeah, that's too bad. Hell, though, hopefully you will get another opportunity because Anthony Daniels, for one, seems to be at every single con.
Oh, C-3PO? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he really works that con circuit.
Which is great for him, though. Because, I mean, he's always
hope so.
been in droid armor the entire time, you know?
Yeah,
this is really
yeah.
his opportunity to kind of be out and about, I suppose.
It's true. It's true. Any chance to interact with people where he's not in the stuffy suit, I'm sure he jumps at it. I hope we do. I hope we get Legends components to existing characters brought back into the fold too. Like, ooh, what if one of the people that Kenobi has to like link up with is Quinlan Vos, who we know has been on Tatooine before, you know? And then we get his death.
Quinlan at this point, dude. Oh yeah, survived. We know he survived Order 66. So,
right.
Like,
oh my, dude. We know that a
Quinlan-
Jedi is strung up and like hung in the town square. We see it in the trailer.
Analyze
What
that
if that's
shit.
Quinlan Vos? Like, what if they kill him in the show?
That would still. Well,
I'm scared
That'd
now
be
because
awful,
like yeah,
man.
what like if
That would
any
be- that would be
Jedi that they
rough
bring
for
back,
Legends.
they're gonna kill.
that'd be rough for Legends people, man. Because Quinlan
This
Vos is also
close?
supposed to be the first Jedi that Han Solo ever encounters and learns
Right.
about the Force from.
Well, maybe like Quinlan Vos hides on Corellia. Han bumps into him while he's off running a job for Lady Proxima, and then he goes to Tatooine and gets murdered by an Inquisitor. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see so many characters show back up, but there's so many characters that if they show back up, it's a guaranteed death sentence for them. So it's like I do, but I don't. You know, I want to see him. I don't want to see him die.
That's fair. That's 100% true. I'm
I
down
want to see
him, but I
Barriss.
don't wanna
I hope
see him
Barriss
die.
comes back though. I hope it turns out that Barriss is doing really, really well.
Even
And
if
the
she's
reason
in
we-
prison, even if she's locked up in prison with some sort of like force restraining, like psychic headband.
Even
sort of
if
bullshit.
she's got some horrible existence like that, I want to see it. Goddamn!
Yeah.
I need that. I need those answers.
Because we know what happened to her master and how fucked up that shit is.
There's a pretty decent chance that we'll see Ahsoka in this show, or at least we'll get like a mention, or like we it's gonna be the kind of thing where like she's looking for Obi Wan and they like just miss each other or something, and they never make that connection happen. So many clone troopers, many clone troopers could show up.
Ezra stuff. This is way before Rebels.
Now, my question is, if random clone troopers from the Clone Wars show up, like Dogma, like people like him, will they get D. Bradley Baker or Temuera Morrison to do the voices of the clones? Which would you rather at that point?
I mean, if we get live action Bad Batch, then it would be whoever they choose to be, for the actors, and then it could just be Temuera Morrison's voice.
I was gonna say it would have to be Tem,
Okay.
right? It kind of has to be Tem because we've seen Cody in live action, and it's literally Tem. So I don't know. Like, you can get away with recasting quite a few different things. You can't
Like
recast
the entire Bad
fucking
Batch.
clone.
You could do the
It's a
voice.
clone.
Yeah.
Like, if the Bad Batch comes on screen, I better be looking at Temuera Morrison 5 times in a row. Like that.
But
That's
the
what
Bad
it has
Batch
to
is
be.
all altered and shit, and all of them are different heights, and they have different things. Like,
They're
I
all
don't know.
altered, but they have a base model of his face. So you
That's
just
true.
alter his face 5 different ways, kind of thing, Which, like, you saw how they made Colin Farrell look like the Penguin.
That's some bullshit. But yes,
Don't tell me, like, after that, don't tell me you can't make Temuera Morrison look like Wrecker. Like,
But he couldn't. Well, yeah, the Wrecker actor would have to be wearing like.
they'd mocap his face on, sure, but like it would have to be Tem's voice, just because, like, that for me, D. Bradley Baker is the clone voice for everything animated, and I love that
Yeah.
they've kept that going with shows and with video games
Actually,
and stuff.
well, they could use D. Bradley, but it would still have to be Tim's altered face though. So
That would be weird. That would be jarring to have Tem's face with Baker's voice coming out. I think that you have to
No,
have
it would
all of
have to
one or all of the other,
exactly.
and we should just, like, I don't know. When I say this, I realize that it makes me a hypocrite that I don't like not having Ashley Eckstein's voice for Ahsoka anymore, because I also want to have like the separation of the two worlds. Like, these are the official animated voices and these are the official live action voices, and it's okay if they're different. They just can't change. They just have to be consistent, you know? So since we already have live action clone voice, I think I would have to have
animated Anakin sounds nothing like Hayden Christensen.
Right.
You know? So
Temuera would have to portray Rex, even though he's never been Rex before, you know? It's always been D. Bradley Baker. D. Baker can't do it in live action because we've already seen the clones of that character. It just wouldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Agreed.
It would be cool to have D. Baker do like stormtrooper voices, though, just as a random cameo. That would be cool.
What the fuck ever happened to Aura Singh?
So
whatever happened
Aura
to Singh with the fucking
they screwed with me, man. Last time we did comics with Katarn, they were telling a story, and it was like it turned out to be a daydream. It was Chewbacca was daydreaming at the beginning of the Star Wars issue about rescuing Han. And in his daydream, he just busts into Jabba's palace, fights a bunch of people that we know, and like runs out with Carbonite Han tucked under his arm, basically. And then he wakes up, and then we know that it's a dream. But we don't know it's a dream for the first few panels. And one of the people that he fights is Aura Singh, which would confirm that she's still alive after Solo. And I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, it's Aura Singh. I knew Beckett was a liar. Holy shit. And then Chewbacca woke up on the next page, and I was like, God fucking damn it. You're right, Kingston, thank you. It was a training simulation. It wasn't a dream, but I knew it was an illusion of some kind. Thank you, yes. I got so pissed. I was like, God damn it. I got so excited that Aura Singh was alive after episode 5. And then it was, they threw that in there just to fuck with me specifically. So Aura Singh is apparently dead. She was allegedly pushed to her death by Tobias Beckett, according to Lando. Lando tells Kira that story.
Oh, shit. Did they drop her name? I don't remember them dropping her name.
Yeah.
I totally pushed this lady, Aura Singh, who was a bounty hunter off.
Lando refers to Beckett as the man who killed Aura Singh, and then Beckett quips, pretty sure it was the fall that killed her. But Beckett's a piece of shit, and he's a liar, and I don't know if he's a reliable source of info for this. And yes, for one thing, who gets killed by fall? Who gets killed by a fall in Star Wars, right? Secondly,
goddamn
the list of characters who would lie about taking credit for killing someone just to boost their own reputation, like Beckett's at the top of that list. Like, that's totally a Beckett move. So I'm thinking either she didn't actually die from the fall, and he just sort of like assumed she was dead and told everyone that he's the man who killed Aura Singh, or it never even fucking happened, and he claimed that he killed Aura Singh, and she's like alive out there somewhere, like sipping cocktails on a beach, like retired from her life of crime, like after one big heist.
Yeah,
or someone else killed her, and he just took credit for it after killing whoever killed her. You know. But either way, there's no telling that he's still alive. There's that she's still alive. I know. I love Aura Singh. She's awesome, and it would be great.
Like, you see her in episode 1, and then like,
if Kenobi takes place before Solo, she could show up. But it's kind of presumed that she died like a couple of years before Solo.
She wasn't in the Clone Wars. That's right.
Yeah, she was in the Clone Wars. She was with Boba, and she they gave us a death fake out of her there too. When Slave 1 crashed, we thought that she died.
That's right.
Don't give me that Mace Windu malarkey. Okay, come on.
He got electrocuted.
He flew out the window.
But he was electrocuted. He didn't die from a fall.
Oh yeah, you're right. He caught himself with his other single hand and just and did what?
By unlimited power.
Yeah, he did.
Bro.
And he would need unlimited plot armor not to die there.
But the tragedy.
Now, narratively, Mace Windu's purpose was ended, so there was no reason why he would survive. It would be cool, but it would be like pretty hard to explain it away in a way that's acceptable. Also, I've noticed that like people don't accept like bullshit explanations anymore, but they totally used to. All right, like everyone was up in arms about the line from Episode 9 of somehow Palpatine returned, right? Everyone said that's so lazy. It's so lazy. Why wouldn't you explain how he returned? Give us something good. But those same people, if you ask those same fucking people, how did Darth Maul survive? Like, how did he end up like with like just not dying from that? You know what they'll tell you? They'll be like, his hatred fueled his life, or like his hate of the dark side like kept him alive. Like that's not the vaguest fucking thing you've ever heard in your life. Like, really? So somehow Palpatine returned is unacceptable, but somehow Maul returned, yeah, legit, totally makes sense, man. This is beyond science. They all had. Like, you gonna tell me that did he plug his torso hole with trash and garbage and just like cauterized like on a medical level? What the fuck happened?
That shit, he turned himself into a garbage spider, man. Like that shit was impressive.
Yes.
And then he lost his mind, and then he had that weird snake boa constrictor thing, like bring him down to his little cave so that he could eat people.
His little fucking worm friend, his golem. He was Shelob, and that little thing was Gollum. Like totally. I would love a hot statue of that Maul.
Think about it, like. Yep. You go back and watch that Savage Press episode. Like, there's so much fucked up shit conceptually about that, man.
He got so mad that like his midi-chlorians, which are the powerhouse of the Force, like multiplied and like regrew his. I don't know. It doesn't fucking make sense, man. It's just like Space Wizard survives for more thrilling and sexy adventures. That's the whole point.
Wait, no. The lightsaber fucking cauterized it. Like, that's super simple. Lightsaber like cauterized all those tissues. That was fine.
Yes, except when cutting off random Aqualish's arms 30 years later in a cantina.
Yeah, that was
a bloody mess.
It was a bloody mess. They weren't thinking.
For the most part, it cauterizes though. Yes, absolutely, you're right.
They weren't thinking about that.
They hadn't developed it yet. You know, like that's the problem with coming up with these ideas and then revisiting them and expanding on them, but you limited yourself initially with what the idea was, like the Utapauans and how they made their masks, you know?
That's fair.
Now the Grand Inquisitor has a really tough task because he's got to somehow look, there has to be some sort of aesthetic consistency with this thing they designed 20 years ago with no intention of making him like Tion Medon can't move his fucking eyebrows. Like, no way. He can move his lip and that's about it. He's like a talking Thunderbird.
Dude, oh my god. Or like how everybody fucking absolutely hated when Kylo Ren blew up the front of the fucking whatever ship that Leia was on, and then Leia's, free floating in space, and then somehow like uses the Force to fucking fly back.
Doesn't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense. The science doesn't support it.
Yeah.
Why does the science need to support anything? We're talking wizards, bro. We're talking wizards and magic and glowing swords and throwing shit with your mind. And you're out here telling me about science. Like, what? Now, like, this is not, I don't know. This is not being made by the BBC or Discovery Channel. This is not educational in any way. It doesn't have to be. Like, can you imagine how much less visually striking Star Wars could be if it was entirely scientifically accurate?
Aside from
space would be silent. First of all, there's no sound in space.
Nope.
Fire doesn't burn in space, so you wouldn't have these big, like lingering explosions and like you wouldn't hear the pew pew of lightsabers. You'd never hear that awesome scream of a TIE fighter.
Maybe inside the ship you would hear that shit because you're like the engine is right fucking there. That's
the other thing. Every line of dialogue spoken on the board of a ship, you couldn't hear it. It'd be like the Force. That's the whole movie.
They also have
artificial gravity.
They also have artificial gravity.
Yes.
So people wouldn't be floating around or people would be floating around in ships.
Fictional universes have their own laws. They have to. Otherwise, with the absence of logic, the storytelling is completely unconstrained and it's hard. You can't follow it as a cohesive story from start to finish. They all have laws. Star Wars doesn't. Star Wars mostly has a rule. It's the rule of cool. If it looks cool, sounds cool, then we allow it. You know?
Yeah, but they're not on that Fast and the Furious level of bullshit. Though.
No, not quite. Well, I can't speak to that. I haven't actually seen the Fast and Furious movies, but I know what you mean. I know how over the top they are.
Yeah. Even Avatar: The Last Airbender has rules. It's still got laws.
No, it totally has rules.
How are you gonna science your way into the lady controls water, or like the blind girl can fucking summon rocks?
Yeah, give me a scientific breakdown on how UA is the fucking moon, all right? Like, explain that shit to me.
We need Bill Chappell.
But Spencer, I don't think Count Dooku was ever truly evil. I think Count Dooku is actually one of the saddest stories in Star Wars, because he was someone who was he had so many ideals and so many optimistic hopes for what the Republic could be, that when he realized that it was just him feeling this way, and that the Jedi Order was like, we're not gonna fucking change, like, we got a good thing going here, like, you don't like it, like, get out or bend to our way of doing things. And that's why he became one of the Lost 20, is because he just had this ideological split with them. He's not like some jerk who was like, screw this, I want power, and I want like to have personal wealth and do things for myself. He was like he was like an intellectual, and he was like, philosophically, I disagree with the way we're doing this. Everything I have to say is falling on deaf ears. The council doesn't give a shit. So he became disillusioned with that and felt like doing good elsewhere in the galaxy. It rolled into the Confederacy because he was manipulated by Palpatine. You know, Palpatine did to him exactly what he did to Anakin. He showed up as a mentor, as someone who would listen to him, as like, oh yeah, this Palpatine guy's great. He really gets me. He's the only one who's willing to listen to my problem. And like Dooku was like, yeah, before he knew it, he was lost. He was on the wrong side of it, and he was completely blinded in the same way that the Jedi Council was blinded by Palpatine. So I don't think he's evil at all, man. I think he tried to do the right thing, and he got frustrated, and he left the people that were capable of doing the right thing and went into like the worst possible situation he possibly could have gotten into, and he eventually paid with his life. It's absolutely a tragedy. Absolutely a tragedy. The Teddy Roosevelt of the Jedi. I could see it.
I'll have to YouTube research that one.
I think that it's also a factor to him leaving the Jedi that he couldn't find a good way to break up with Jocasta Nu, the librarian. It's canon that they dated, and it's canon that the year that they finished dating is the same year that he left the Jedi Order. So do the math. Absolutely, gaslighting, manipulation. Gaslighting. It's a tool of the Sith, man. That's how they do it.
True. Wow, I didn't think of it that way. That's hilarious.
Fucking Luminara Unduli, man. Yeah, she had a pretty piss poor bedside manner. There are a couple different Jedi, and a couple different times that like the stoicism of being one with the Force kind of makes you seem like an asshole, even if you're not trying to be, you know. Mace Windu does it many times. Mm-hmm. Luminara does it quite a few times. Not only in that episode of the Clone Wars, but also in the episode during the Ghosts of Geonosis, when both Barriss and Ahsoka are trapped. Anakin's freaking out, trying to save Ahsoka, and Luminara's like, Barriss signed up for this. Like, I'm ready to let her go. She was fully ready to just like abandon her Padawan and be like, I'll try again with the next one. Like,
yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
Like, you can be too enlightened, you know? There's such a thing as too much Zen. You don't want to become completely apathetic. Yeah, well, like Anakin said, like unconditional love.
Or not explain, but at least like, you know, express or go through what love is. Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, super appreciate. Excellent.
I can't wait for the Kenobi show too, man. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good, and we are gonna bend over backwards to get those reactions out as fast as we can. But it's gonna be very much a fluid situation. We're gonna be live at Celebration
for at least the first 2 episodes. So the later on, further out throughout the series, it'll be nice and clean. We'll probably most definitely do a few Q&As between
Oh, definitely. I'm thinking like every time we sit, like have a break for lunch or like or have a chill moment, we should just pull a phone out, go live, and check in with people. You know, like we can be for everyone that's not able to go to Celebration, we can be your eyes on the ground. You know.
Oh, I meant for weeks further on for the Kenobi series.
Oh, the following reactions.
Like we'll be on our normal format for the rest of the Kenobi.
Absolutely, yes. Starting with episode 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Episode 3 through the rest of them, but the first 2 will be a unique format, just from the fact that we're, you know, on the road.
But it'll be
every Sunday.
Yeah, we fucking.
Yeah, our guild, our Republic side guild just leveled up. Playing every single Sunday, running flashpoints and operations. All of my characters are now level 80. I'm working on their armor ratings, and I'm almost ready to start playing through the latest expansion that dropped a few months back. Those playthroughs are going to be hitting YouTube soon. Yeah, Old Republic's dope. I love it. It's a really, really fun game. It helps that the community is awesome. You know, that everyone has kind of like flocked to the guild and been like, I want to be part of the streams. Let's do it. And like, it's so easy to find. It's so easy to put together an ops group. Like, usually MMOs, you don't get to do a lot of that end game content because a lot of the time is spent waiting to find a healer, waiting to find a tank. Like, we've got so many people on deck all the time. Like, it really is cool. Hell yeah, we got 2 full guilds. A guild for each faction. We're on the Satil Shan server. The Neon Knights is our Republic guild, and the Blue Beskar cult is our Imperial guild. And we do all of our coordination through the Discord. So if you join our Discord server, you'll find an online member, and we can coordinate a guild invite for you. That's how we do our voice comms. It's where we do all of our matchmaking, and we set up operations ahead of time. Yeah, there should be a link to the Discord in here, and if I've got any mods on stream right now, maybe one of you guys can throw up a link in the chat. But yeah, no, the guilds are great. They're getting bigger every day. We've been kicking ass with Conquest recently also, actually. So thank you. Yes, finally someone gets it right away. Neon Knights like the Black Sabbath song. That's exactly what the reference is. I'm a big Dio guy.
Might have to listen to that song now.
Oh man, it's good. Not everyone likes the Dio era of Sabbath, but I'm all about it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's a divisive issue among old school metalheads for sure.
That's fair. I mean,
it's not as big of a rift as the whole like Van Halen, Van Hagar.
Very specific sound. Like when he's doing Misfits and then he's doing his solo shit. Even then, he sounds completely different. Well,
Dio,
yeah, he's an interesting dude.
Dio's a fucking fantasy character, is what he is.
Yeah.
Like, who just somehow ended up in our reality. Like, I don't know. He's amazing. This powerful little elf. Super sticker. Well, thank you. I don't know if that was supposed to actually be a super sticker or just the words super sticker, but I appreciate it all the same. Holy diver. Exactly. Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Oh, I was thinking Danzig. I said Dio. No. I was thinking like Misfits shit. Yeah, no, never mind. I take all that back.
No, I'm not. I would not name my fucking guild after Danzig. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense.
Oh man. Okay, it was a sticker. It just didn't interact with StreamYard. It just didn't mesh properly. All right, my bad.
It's also from YouTube, so maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe it's this.
Well, StreamYard is supposed to be optimized to where I could pull in comments from YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch seamlessly.
Yeah, but it might not show the sticker if it's like.
No, but I bet if I was viewing this on YouTube, I would see the sticker in that version of the chat, kind of thing.
It's true. It's true.
Killswitch Engage is cool. I've seen them live a few times.
I think
I've
seen them live at least once. Maybe twice.
It's been years. Last time I saw them live, they just dropped the Sound of Silence cover that they did.
That's funny because Disturbed did a Sound of Silence cover also.
Disturbed is such a fucking icon of its decade.
It is though. I still listen to that shit.
When was the last time a Disturbed album came
regularly,
out?
Man? What?
When was the last time a Disturbed album came out? 2016? Okay.
Oh, 16. That makes sense.
Okay, well, it was a live album.
Stop sounding cool.
Evolution 2018. Okay, yeah. And then Immortalized 2015. Okay, so they're still doing stuff.
Asylum was pretty dope. Asylum had some nice little single songs to it. But
Damn right he was. Have you seen the original music video of Holy Diver, by the way?
Oh yeah, where he's
Good.
decked out in like Halloween, like literally Halloween armor from like.
Dude, his armor is amazing.
He's going through the dungeon crawl, dude. 100%.
It's so good. It's
100%.
so good. That's, oh man, that's all I've ever wanted out of a music video, and all of Bavmorta's music videos were like gonna be exactly that. Oh man, yeah, good times. That's pretty much all that we had to cover in this
For today, for this
Tuscan
week
Talk number 4
on Bantha Fodder.
I wonder what the podcast is going to be called next week.
Tune in next time, find out.
Exactly. Same Kyle time, same Bendu place. That worked. Whatever. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, everybody. I had a really good time. 7 PST every Tuesday. Be a part of it. Be here. Have your comments read, and have your terrible things that you want to tell us immortalized for all of history on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it goes. And we'll see some of you guys at Celebration, which I'm really looking forward to. Hell yes.
Next time, then 3, then 2, then 1. Yeah.
And then I don't even know what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna be freaking out. Like,
dude, like I said, just wait till we get our badges in the mail, and then it's gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, it's weeks away. I can almost not handle it, but I can handle it. It's weeks away. When it's fucking days away, I don't like. I'm gonna be a mess. I'm gonna be a mess leading up to this. I can't wait though. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody. May the force be with you. Have a great night, and we'll catch you in the next podcast.